Hello, my name is Finty, and today I'm going to teach you how to build this really easy, really quite simple, but quite well cactus farm. And as you can see here, I have 3 layers, but it's a lot easier to make more layers. And down here, I'm already earning a ton of cacti, which is very good if you ever need it. Maybe if you're on a server, you can sell it. Or if you're just in a normal world, you can use it for fuel. But let's just get right into what you need. The blocks you need are 189 building blocks per layer, 16 blocks of sand, 16 cacti, 12 fences, 1 hopper, and 4 water buckets. You'll actually need another hopper down here, so that is about 3 hoppers and 4 chests or extra ones. And that is actually all the materials you will need. So let's just get right into this build. So first of all, start out by doing F3 and G, which exists in the Java, and just go over here. So what you want to do is start placing. So you want to place 4 blocks of sand, like so, and then go out by 1 block to here, so that there is 1 block space between the sand and the building block that you have chosen. I would recommend picking glass, as it is a transparent block, so that guarantees that your cacti will grow. Next, what you want to do is build it up 2 extra blocks. This is to make sure that items that land on the wall will just get pushed back in rather than being kept. So you don't need to do this, but if you want a max efficiency, then you should probably just do this. So you want to build that up, and then afterwards you're gonna do probably the easiest part, but also very confusing. So place water buckets in every corner. Make sure to only place them in the corner. And this is why you had to make sure your walls were in the right place, to make sure that this water right here is left empty. And the reason for that is because this is where your system for storage is going to be. So you want to dig down 1, 2, 3, and then dig yourself just a wee little room. You know, nothing much. You then want to get your chests and place them like so. Well, no, you actually want to place them like this. Then what you want to do is place a hopper going into here, and this might be a little harder on survival mode for obvious reasons, but it's all doable. And boom. So there you have it, hopper system. But you need some way to get to this, because obviously right now it's underneath the farm. So what you want to do is dig out about 10 blocks. That should be fine. I'm just going to dig out a little bit more and dig up. And you should find yourself outside, which you can then use some ladders just to get up. Boom. Now you have a way to get to your storage system. So now you need to get your fences done. So you want to place 2 fences up here, and then 1 over here, and then break those. Then you want to build like this across to all these areas and break all these middle ones. Yes, you are going to do this for every single layer, beside every single sand. And the reason for this is because cacti cannot be placed beside a fence, so you cannot physically just place it beside a fence, and it will automatically be destroyed by a fence because it shouldn't be able to do that. Next, you want to put some cacti just in all of these pieces of sand, so that you can obviously get drops, because what's the point of a farm without drops? But obviously you want to build a second layer, and the second layer is actually a ton easier to make. It is practically the exact same, the only difference being that instead of having a storage system, you just have an empty block like the one right here, which the items will always, if you do this correctly, fall into a middle block, which will then lead it all the way down into the hopper, meaning that you don't need a ton of hopper systems or item transportation systems. But you obviously want to know, but how do I really build this layer? So let me just go. So first of all, you want to place 2 of your building blocks up here. These will be temporary, and then a 3rd one up here. Break the first 2. Then you want to build it up to where the walls are, and just build it as a huge layer, huge platform, like so. And the reason that you're doing it with glass, or at least I would recommend doing it with glass, or any sort of transparent block, like maybe slabs or something, is because the cacti needs to have sun to grow, and the slabs do work, it just doesn't look that nice. And what happens is, the cacti can still grow even if these full glass blocks are on top of it, which is obviously a very good thing, because that means that we won't only be getting from one layer yet have to spend so much. So just build up the walls around this, again 3 up, and always make sure that when building this that you are very precise on how you build the layers, because to be honest, they're probably the hardest part of this thing, is building up the layers, because if you get them one block off, and no matter what, no matter how much you get it off, it will always not work if you do not have the water going like this into the middle. So just make a hole in the middle, and then obviously place your sand again, like so. You know, fill in every single block that you can. Then, once again, you want to place the fences. So 2 up, 1 across. And just build it like this. And destroy these ones. And yeah, that's all you need to do to build up a second layer. Is the exact same, just no hoppers or anything. So yeah, be exactly precise on how you actually build these layers, because the last thing you need to do is not get the drops. But I think this has about done it. Yep, right here you can see this here is the cactus farm, and it's pretty good considering how compact it is. It is very good. And obviously, since it is so small and so compact, you could very easily build, I don't know, 10, 20, all the way to the build limit with just these layers of cacti. You could very much do that if you wanted to, and that would get you obviously a ton of cacti. But you need to be very careful with this farm, is the fact that if you're planning to build high layers, make sure that the blocks will still load in. So that is a very big thing. If you're doing this on like a server or something, or just in general in your world, make sure that the entities will load in. I'm pretty certain that for the amount of blocks that the entities will spawn in is like about 100 and a half. I'll have the exact number on screen. But yeah, that's all you need to do. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!